let's dive in today. We're taking a look at, well, literally taking a look inside strength training
Mm.
with this incredible book, Strength Training Anatomy by Frederick Delavier.
Yes.
It's honestly, it's kind of mind-blowing. You know, I've always been fascinated by anatomy charts,
Right.
but this book takes it to another level. It overlays these detailed anatomical illustrations
Yeah.
right on top of pictures of people doing exercises. So you can see exactly which muscles are working, how they're connected.
It really brings it to life.
It's amazing. And I think for anyone who's serious about strength training, this kind of deep dive is
Essential.
totally essential. I mean, wouldn't you say so?
Absolutely. I mean, understanding the mechanics behind the movements, it's crucial not only for maximizing your workouts, but also for preventing injuries.
Right, exactly. You can't just blindly go through the motions.
Right.
You got to know what's happening under the hood.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's jump right in. Let's take a look at one of the most fundamental exercises, the squat. Okay, yeah. Now I'll admit, I used to think squats were pretty much all about the quads.
Sure.
But looking at these illustrations in Delavier's book, I realized there's a whole lot more going on.
Oh, absolutely.
So break it down for us. What's really happening when we squat?
Well, you're right. The quadriceps are definitely key players. They extend the knee as you come up,
Mm.
but, and this is important, they also work in conjunction with your hip stabilizers like the glutes and hamstring
Oh, interesting.
to control that downward movement, right?
Wow, I never really thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's this really intricate interplay of muscles, which is what makes the squat such a powerful compound movement.
Makes sense. Yeah, you're hitting so many muscles at once.
Exactly.
So it's not just about building those tree trunk thighs.
No, it's a full body exercise in a way.
Absolutely. All right, let's move on to another classic exercise,
Hmm.
the push-up.
Okay.
Now, this one, I have to say, was a real eye-opener for me when I saw the illustrations in the book.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought, okay, push-ups, mainly chest,
Sure.
but seeing all the other muscles involved, it was
Yeah.
like, whoa, there's a lot more to it.
It's pretty amazing.
So what's the full picture here?
Well, you've got your pectorals or chest muscles, which are definitely the prime movers,
Mm-hmm.
but you're also heavily engaging your triceps to extend the elbows.
All right.
And importantly, your anterior deltoids, which are part of your shoulder muscles, they help to push you upward.
Wow, so it's a real, like, coordinated effort of all these different muscles.
Precisely.
And I guess that's why it's so effective for building overall upper body strength.
Exactly.
And that's just two exercises. And that's just two exercises. This book covers so much ground.
It really does.
But I think what's really cool about it is that it doesn't just show you the muscles, it helps you understand how they work together.
Absolutely. And that's where the real magic happens, right?
Exactly. Like before, I might have just been going through the motions.
Mm.
But now, seeing these illustrations, I can actually visualize what's happening in my body.
Right. You become much more mindful.
And that's got to help with like form and technique, right?
Absolutely. When you can visualize those muscles working, you're more likely to engage them correctly.
Which means better results and less risk of injury.
Exactly. It's all connected.
It is. It's amazing. And I think one of the things I found most fascinating in this book was how even small tweaks
Oh, yeah.
can change which muscles are being targeted.
Absolutely.
Like, for example, grip variations.
Huge difference.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Yeah. So think about an exercise like a pull-up.
Okay.
If you use a wider grip, you're really emphasizing your latissimus dorsi, the big back muscles,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that give you that V shape.
Right, right.
But if you bring your grip in closer, suddenly your biceps start taking on a much bigger role.
Oh, wow. So just by changing your hand position,
Exactly.
it can completely shift the focus of the exercise.
Yeah, and that principle applies across a lot of different exercises.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So it's not just about choosing the right exercise. It's about
Yeah.
doing them in the right way.
Precisely, the details matter.
They really do. Okay, so we've talked a lot about how muscles work together, but the book also delves into the different types of muscle fibers.
Yeah, that's a really important concept.
Can you give us a quick rundown on that?
Sure, so you've got two main types, fast twitch and slow twitch.
Okay.
Fast twitch fibers are your, explosive powerhouses, but they fatigue quickly.
So like sprinting, jumping.
Exactly, those quick bursts of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Slow twitch fibers, on the other hand, they're all about endurance. They can go for a long time.
So like long distance running, cycling.
Exactly, those sustained efforts.
And knowing which fiber type is dominant in a particular muscle group can help you tailor your workout route.
No, absolutely. Yeah, if you're training for power, you're going to focus on exercises that really activate those fast twitch fibers.
Mhm.
If you're more about endurance, you're going to work those slow twitch fibers.
It's all about understanding your body and what you're trying to achieve.
Precisely, yeah.
Man, this is so much information. I feel like we could talk about this book for hours,
Oh, right? It's packed with insights.
but I think it's time to try and distill some key takeaways for our listeners, would you say?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's give them some actionable stuff to walk away with.
Okay, so takeaway number 1. I think we've got to start with this idea that squats are way more than just a leg exercise.
Definitely. They engage the quads for sure, but those hip stabilizers are crucial too.
Absolutely. It's a full body movement, really.
Mm-hmm.
Takeaway number 2, push-ups. Also not just a chest exercise.
No, they work your triceps, shoulders, and even your core to some extent.
Right, it's a compound exercise, just like the squat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 3, and this was a big one for me, grip variations can completely change the focus of an exercise.
Oh yeah, huge takeaway, especially for exercises like pull-ups and rows.
Exactly, so pay attention to your hand position. It makes a difference.
Absolutely.
Number 4, understanding muscle fiber types can help you design a workout that aligns with your goals.
Exactly, whether you're going for strength, power, or endurance.
Right. It's all about tailoring your training.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, visualizing those muscles working can really help with form and technique.
Absolutely. It makes you more mindful of what you're doing.
And that leads to better results and less chance of getting hurt.
Precisely.
All right, number 6, compound movements like squats and push-ups, they're super efficient because they work multiple muscle groups at once.
Yeah, that's why they're staples in any good strength training program.
Absolutely. They give you the most bang for your buck.
Exactly.
And number 7, it's important to create a balanced workout routine that targets all the major muscle groups.
Right, you don't want to overdevelop some muscles and neglect others.
Leads to imbalances, which can
Yeah.
actually increase your risk of injury.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, number 8, and I think this is a really empowering takeaway. Knowing your anatomy gives you the knowledge to design your own workouts.
Absolutely. You become your own coach.
You can tailor your training for your specific goals.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's building muscle, increasing strength, or improving endurance.
Exactly. It puts you in control.
It does.
Number 9, and this one can't be stressed enough, proper form and technique are paramount.
Couldn't agree more. It's all about quality over quantity.
Lift with control, focus on the muscles you're trying to work, don't just throw weight around.
Yeah, that's how you get injured.
And finally, takeaway number 10, and I think this is a good one to end on, keep learning.
Always be a student.
This book is a fantastic resource, but it's just the beginning.
Yeah, the more you understand about your body, the more effectively you can train.
It's a journey of self-discovery, really.
I love that. It really is.
So, with all this knowledge in mind, what changes are you going to make to your workout routine?
That's a great question, something to really think about.
It's time to put this anatomy lesson into action.
Absolutely. Let's get to work.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
My pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep lifting.
That's it. That's the key.